I'm Thomas Augusto. I am a Brazilian actor living in Pennsylvania.
I see you're also producing stuff now, buddy, and directing. You directed Spacewalkers?
Yes, I did that with a group of actors. So we have this big community and do short films, each one recorded at their own houses. So it was a really different and interesting experience.
What did they send you the footage or and you guys all put it together or how did that work?
No, we did like on Zoom. As I remember, I used my phone because it's much better. So I could just position the phone and we made like this Zoom call like this, each person recording their own scenes. I was like volunteering in a costume shop. So it was really easy to get my wardrobe.
Yeah.
I looked for people in my area to shoot with me, but I couldn't find a lot of people in PA to do this challenge with me. So I ended up finding people from different states, and that's why we did like an online version.
Here's a little secret for you because I actually had some people in California shoot scenes for my movie. You can use Dropbox and all that, but like on big files, they're going to charge you. What you
Mhm.
do is you get a YouTube account, a second one, and I basically gave the guy the account. He uploaded it, he logged out and downloaded it on my computer. So like 5, 10 minute scenes, boom, you got them like that.
Nice. That's perfect.
And
That's
and you
good to
could do it
know.
all over the world. If somebody's in another country, be like, look, just shoot these. Here's the password and all that. Change the password after they log out, and then you got their scenes. They
That's perfect.
upload it there. You download it here.
That's really smart.
You
Thank
know,
you for that.
how do you feel about the productions? Are a lot of productions still getting shut down because of COVID? Because you get around. I mean, I tried to call you for something else, and you had a different project. Have you noticed projects getting like sidetracked because of COVID again?
No, not really. Not really. Unfortunately, COVID is a thing that we're gonna have to live with like forever, apparently. So
You came and did Blacklist, one of my movies. I tried to get you back, but you were too busy. So, are you still in Pennsylvania?
work a lot in the area in PA. I went to New Jersey and New York for some project, but I'm always going to nearby states like Maryland, DC. I did the DC 48-hour film project as well this year. Ellicott City is a place in Maryland that I've been shooting a lot because I'm in this web series called Hurt that I also helped with
Yeah,
producing.
associated producer, right? Seven
Yes,
episodes.
an amazing production that's on Spark TV. It's on YouTube and it's getting like major awards all over the world in many film festivals. And I am in an audio series, like a podcast of the same world of Hurt called The Cellar, involved with both productions. And it's been really nice. It's been amazing. And we are going to do like a spin-off, like another season that's going to be a spin-off. And we're starting to work on that.
You're still 100% actor, right? I know a lot of people jump out and try to produce and direct, but that's where you're.
Acting is my focus. I've always been a lot into like arts and performing. Playing is one of my favorite things. I don't know a lot about like equipment, so I could not do like camera work and things like that. But I've
Neither do
helped.
I, but that don't stop me from making movies.
Yeah, that's true. Everybody
You
starts like
you don't even know the half of it. You know when you did Blacklist, right? You saw that I had three cameras, right?
that. Mhm.
But I didn't check them. So basically, one camera was shooting 30 frames, one camera was shooting 24p, and then the other one was 4K 60 frames. So when I put it in the computer was like, "What?
Wow.
But I'm Jimmy Traynor. I can get around anything.
Of
I like
course.
I told somebody else, I don't think I even make movies anymore. I just like make challenges for myself.
That's
What can I
great.
get by? You tell the story and you go.
I've been lucky to find groups of people that really help other actors a lot. There's this girl who does voice acting, and sometimes she needs a reader, and she just sends a message saying, like, could you just record your voice reading these lines? Because then she edits it all together. She just needs my voice sometimes. So we don't even need to be like on a call. The technology helped a lot. The actors, the connection, the networking, the way that people are helping each other in the industry with that. I like it a lot.
That's amazing because I'll be honest, I don't see that anymore.
Really?
Used to be, I've been doing this for 32 years, actually almost 33. Back then, it was people would come out and help you. Nowadays, I mean, like I said, there are different groups that will help you, but the
Mhm.
majority of the people I run into, they don't want to lift a finger to help anybody. You have the good and the bad. in anything you do. I offer it to anybody that's in my movies that, hey, if you need to do a video audition, you need somebody to read with you, call me up. Only two people ever took me up on it. One lady, I was on the phone for 3 hours helping her go over and over the lines until we made a really good, audition.
Mhm.
And this other guy has already been here, I think like 3 times, that he'll drive all the way over here for me to film his video audition so he could send it in. I
Wow,
offer, hey,
extra.
I'm here if you need me, that type of deal. But they're the only
Yeah.
two that ever took me up on it out of all the people that came through the door, which I'm glad that a lot of people don't take me up on, then I'd be in trouble.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
you even see like casting calls from Actors Access, for example, from big casting companies. Like they say, if you need to read, like don't show it on camera. Like do it some way that it doesn't show like you're reading.
That's what I always teach the actors. I was like, look, it's right here. It's off, it's right in front of you, just like your hand, and
Mhm,
to where your eyes can go over, but you're still looking at it. It's that simple.
mhm,
We had an audition one time a long time ago for Welcome Home, and we had like a lot of actors come in. And this one girl did the audition and she had her hair all over her face. But we had so many people, I was like, okay, well, she did the audition, she's new, whatever.
mhm.
But Peachy jumped on me because she was like, you better go get her before she gets in the car. It's like, what are you talking about? He was like, we don't let anybody leave that we can't help. Get her to do it again, get her out of the hair, teach her, even if we don't use her. So I had, she was actually getting in her car and I pulled her out of the car and said, look, come on back in it. Get your hair out of your face, put the thing up here. So even though I was frustrated because I had so many people, we didn't want her to leave because if she does that with everybody, she's never going to get nothing.
Yeah, definitely.
So,
Like
but
her face is
yeah, she's reading it and all her hair is here. So all you see is hair and the
wow.
voice. And I was like, and
Yeah.
she knows we're recording too, because we're going to look at the tapes later on.
Mhm,
But at that time, I think we were like, I don't know, like 40 people in. And I was like, oh, but because as a filmmaker, you always want to look for the bigger parts first. So I knew she was new. I knew she wasn't going to hold the bigger parts. We did give her a part in the movie and she did great, but it was
cool.
just a couple lines. It was the whole fact that I was focused on leads first and you work your way down. You know how it is because
Mhm.
then you can always bump people up. Even when actors like you guys, you know how I am, come through the door. I mean, you, for example, you came thinking that you were going to play one part, but I was like, let's change your part right here. And you're like, okay,
Yeah, that
I'll
was
play the
really interesting.
producer.
Yep, I liked it.
I want people when they leave to be better than what they came. It's a little hard when you only give them like 3 lines and you're never going to see them again. But see, the whole point of it is give them the 3 lines and see if they come back, and then you work on them. It's their choice. My door is always open. And then, like, you get busy and say, I'm too busy for you, Jim.
Oh, come on. Yeah,
Don't worry, I'll
unfortunately,
cut it out, maybe.
sometimes, yeah,
But no, I'm
sometimes I have
happy,
to.
yo. I'm happy that you guys don't understand, but filmmakers always want to see people succeed for different purposes. Like if you're in my movie and you succeed, I take a little pride in it. Oh, you did mine first, you're getting better. Other people are, hey, the bigger that they're in that movie, they'll get exposure, and then I could say that they're in mine. But there's a lot of different levels, but it don't matter. We all have the same focuses. If you're in our movie, we want you to be bigger in other movies. We want you to get other roles. We don't want you to go home and never act again because
Yeah,
then we wonder, was it us? You know?
yeah. No, I got kind of sad for not going back, actually. I felt bad because I really liked working with you, and I hope we can still work together again.
You did get a great experience because not only did you get to see me, you got to see the only people that could actually tell me to shut up.
Yeah, yeah,
When we were filming, remember, Peachy stopped me, my son Lucas stopped me, Adam stopped me. You got to see the only people that I will actually listen to.
yep.
So it,
Nope.
it was fun for everybody because I like that, that they were like, nah, we need to stop. All right, go, 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 go. Most of the time it ain't like that. It's just me. And, I just like shoot, shoot, shoot.
Yeah, it was a really interesting experience. It was really great to me
Yeah.
to have the chance to go there and be a part of Blacklist and see your place, like your studio is really interesting.
As I've been doing this for 32 years and, I'm still learning. Every project that you do, every little thing you do. And a lot of the big actors tell you also which I agree with them. Every audition you have a chance to learn something. People don't take it like that. Every audition you go to is a chance to act. So,
Agree. What I like the most about the auditioning process is definitely it's usually really like not specific, usually vague information, or try to understand in the text all the details and everything that you have to bring to the audition. And that's the fun part to me. And in a way that's unique, of course.
well, if you think auditioning's fun, that's good for you. If you ever work with me again, I'm gonna change that. No, because remember when you did Blacklist, you got to walk in, but I do have an audition that, like, let's just say actors hate. But I think it is the best thing ever. It's basically all you're doing is saying, I want this role, but I make you say it like happy, sad, and all that because everything is emotion. And but see, the
Yeah.
reason I do that to them is I tell them you can go home in the mirror and practice that. Yeah, the subtleties of different emotions is what really going to make you shine as an actor. There's a
Yeah.
lot of other things when you're wearing props and stuff like that. You just feel different. Auditions really, they're looking at your face. They're looking at
Yep.
if you're believable. If you're confident, you're believable. And if you could sell, if I want to, hey, make you hurt like you're dying or you just won the lottery, I want to know that you can change. And then that you're friendly. People don't understand that that one's probably the most important one. When you go
Yep.
to an audition, if you act like everybody there is your family and you're just hanging out, the fact that you won't be a problem on the film set makes you more in demand than your talent.
Hmm. Hmm. Yep.
Because there's the thousands of things that we have to think about. But I
Yeah.
tell people that, but I don't think they really believe me.
No, I believe you. And I know like the casting process starts at the moment you arrive at the place, at the parking lot. You never know who's watching you, right? People that are not nice to work with, so they
Yeah.
start crossing the names and don't like bring your problems from your home to a film set or to an audition studio or something like that.
Whether you believe it or not, that's going to show up on film.
Yeah.
The little stresses in that it's going to show. And I prefer somebody to be happy, happy, you know,
Mm.
and
Yeah.
ready to play. People can't guarantee how they're going to wake up that morning, you know.
Yeah, that's the thing. You never know.
So
You never know what's going to happen during the day. You got to be able to separate the actor from the character. A producer is definitely something that I want to do. Director is not something that I see myself doing, but if I can help producing with ideas and financial support, I know that I like writing. I have my ideas for my short screenplays. Start doing that with my own productions. I really want to produce and bigger stuff in the future.
if you want to produce your own stuff, doesn't matter if you want to be the top dog. I tried to sneak this into other podcasts, but I'm going to tell you
Mhm.
because when I do the podcast, a podcast should be that you watch it, you learn about the people, but you also learn something. Okay.
Yes.
And this is something that other filmmakers don't want to talk about. But the honest truth is, whether you are the producer or not, you really need to delegate one top dog voice because so many productions, I would say a good 75%, maybe even higher, they start productions and the ones that never get finished is because people butt heads. And
Mm,
it's all collaboration, collaboration. That's fine, but there still needs to be a top dog that says, okay, you said it this way, you said it that way, but I'm telling you right now, we're going to do it this way. We'll try it
mm,
both, but we're going to do it this way. If you don't have that, is like I said, a high percentage of productions that never get finished because people can't agree on stuff. And so it's very important to have that one person that, oh yeah, I give you a really quick example. This lady was doing her first short movie, but she made a mistake of inviting a whole bunch of filmmakers to be in it,
oh,
all her friends. But then she
okay.
called me up and she said, Jimmy, I want you to be there too. And I was like, I don't like these, people. But she was like, there. But I found out why, right? Because every other filmmaker kept coming up to her and saying, you need to do it like this, or you need to do it like that. And her response was, that is a great idea. Go run that by Jimmy. And not one of these other filmmakers, they're all known in Maryland, would come up to me. And I was like, "What are you doing?" She was like, "My first movie. Nobody's going to tell me what to do, and nobody's going to go above you." So she basically used me like a pit bull.
Okay, cool.
But if she didn't, she would have got so frustrated by everybody's voice. When you get on that set and you got other people that want to collaborate, they're going to be like, Thomas, you need to do it like this. Or no, no, I think he should do it like this. And once
Mhm.
they start doing that, nothing gets done. You guys are all sitting around arguing. All right, tomorrow comes. Well, that actor can't do it tomorrow. We need to get it done here, but we were arguing.
I'm not
Yeah.
sure that's something that I would want
No,
to.
you don't have to, but I'm saying you could still delegate it. Be like, look, I'm
Yeah.
going to do my movie here, and you get like Bill or somebody else and be like, look, you understand my vision. So you're
Yes.
going to be the top dog in case we argue. Whether people want to believe it or not, that there is one person to at least push it through, get it to post,
Hmm.
get it shot. At least we have a chance then. Then we can argue about it again. I like this version. I like that version, but then you're still going to need that one voice to say, no, it's this way.
Yeah.
That's the hardest thing, also, buddy. If you ever do yours, is did I do something wrong? Did I listen to the wrong person? Because,
Mm,
when it's done, it's done. You ain't going
yeah.
back. The only person that ever goes back and re-edits their movie is me.
George Lucas does it.
Well, like I said, it's very rare.
I keep submitting myself every day on Actors Access, casting networks, some local websites for casting. I have an agent and a manager at the moment, so they submit me for commercials, and I am taking acting classes in person with a great coach in Harrisburg. So I am having a great time doing my best to keep finding work and keep finding productions that I want to be a part of. And I'm willing to travel and work in any place in the United States and even outside the US.
The best thing you said is that you still have an acting coach because, you never can stop learning. That's a really good thing. That's a sign that you are in it for the long run.
Of course. Thank you so much, Jimmy. It was
Okay.
a pleasure.